What are the 12 words that create this enemy at the presentation desk or table that we have called nasty words? Well, I'm going to give them to you and then give you the right words. First of all, when you're talking about money and the product or service, how much it is, don't use the term price. So let's always use total investment or total amount. Now, your second word you don't want to use is down payment. Because when they hear the word down payment, they know that's when it's time to write a check, and up comes Mr. Fear saying, think it over. So we will always say initial investment. And then, of course, number 3, you don't want to say monthly payment. We always refer to what they're going to pay as a monthly investment or monthly amount. Now, number 12, many people shut down when you ask for the appointment. I'd love to have an appointment with you. Now, here's what happens. The word appointment triggers the past where they had someone come into the home and they couldn't get rid of them. That was the appointment. They hated it. Or they went into a company, had an appointment, and the people were pushy or overbearing. So I'd like to have you drop the word appointment and then use this little phrase. I'd love to pop by and visit with you. See, the words pop by have the connotation of it's going to be fast, it's going to be quick. I'm going to pop in, pop out. Visit, people love to visit. They just don't want an appointment with you. So practice those 12. And I promise you, you will close more sales, make more money by eliminating those 12 nasty words and using the new 12, the good phraseology that'll build the right emotions and do the job that you're wanting done, which is to help them say yes to your opportunity.
Our paradigm or our perception for these words, for example, look how different your performance will be. Look how different your action will be now that you have a different perspective on these 12 words. New information can often change our perspective about things. And very often we think that we have this purely objective perspective, and we rarely actually do. There's always a lot more going on that we don't know about. In the sales process, very often we can assume that we know, what's driving the homeowner's decision or the prospect's decision. And most often we perceive, our perception is that the decision about the sales or the purchasing decision is based on price. That's just kind of a natural thing we all kind of gravitate to. The reality is price is rarely the most important consideration to your prospect. I mean, think about it for example. If price was the thing that drove the purchasing decision most of the time, then logically people would be driving the least expensive cars that got the best gas mileage. Because if it was all about price, it's all about buying the least expensive car that gets the best gas mileage we spend the least amount of money on gas for. Well, that's just not true, right? I mean, the low-cost car with good gas mileage is a very small percentage of the overall automobile market. I mean, look at the luxury cars, utility vehicles, trucks. People buy vehicles for a lot of different reasons. Sometimes it's luxury. Sometimes it's comfort. Sometimes it's status. Sometimes it's utility. There are a lot of different reasons people buy different things in their lives, and the car business illustrates that. If everybody bought cars just on price, there'd be one kind of car, it'd be a cheap car. It's just not true. So we got to be very careful that when we go into a sales process, a sales opportunity, that we're not having a distorted perception and thinking it's all about price with our prospect. There are a variety of different considerations in your product and your service, a variety of different considerations that will drive the purchasing decision. It's not always going to be just about the price. So think about that because, again, your perception, understanding things a different way can drive different behaviors. If you understand the 12 nasty words, that's going to drive new behaviors for you. You're not going to use those words. You're going to use better words. If you go into a situation where you perceive it's all about price, when you learn that it's not about price, guess what? That's going to drive different behaviors. For example, you may spend more time showing the benefits and features of your product rather than just going to a sales or a price conversation.